Folks, welcome to my technical analysis on light sweet crude oil. This is the next commodity that I think is going to be going up higher in the next couple of months. I think that it did a really nice job last week. We'll go over the charts in a moment. Nice bullish key reversal bar. I love that pattern. If you're not familiar with the terminology of candlestick charting, I have a link below, my 5-part video tutorial, my top 5 favorite candlestick patterns, free. That's it. Also, we're going live tomorrow nights, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live every Sunday and Thursday. So click that bell button to get notified. If you're already on our email list, you're going to get notified anyway. And like, subscribe, you know the deal. Let's talk about the whys behind I think oil is going up. We're going to talk about the CRB commodity index. We're going to talk about natural gas. We're going to talk about seasonality for crude prices. So a lot to get to. I'm going to try to do it very quickly, clear, crisp, concise. Let's get to it. So what you're looking at here is a chart of the CRB commodity index. This is a basket of commodities, okay? So oil is included in here, a bunch of other stuff as well. It is up 9% so far on the year. And I think that this is just getting started, early innings. And now, I made the call on natural gas a couple of months ago now that I thought that natural gas was done going down. That is always step one to calling a bottom in a bear market. You must stop going down. So we've traded in and out of natural gas mostly successfully. And now we're seeing a beautiful candlestick on this monthly chart. We are up against resistance, so we may get a pullback fairly soon. And on the quarter, up nearly 50% this quarter alone, with a month and a half left to go. A little bit less than that. So natural gas, we made this call, hit it out of the ballpark, and now we're looking at crude prices. We are long of crude prices. We are long using the futures contracts. I have a bunch of futures contracts. I'm probably going to be selling some puts this week on the futures /CL is the symbol. You could buy USO, either sell puts on the USO, or you could buy calls. You could buy the USO. You could find a leverage product out there that puts you long of oil. Many different ways to trade oil with different account sizes. So I have a membership base that has got a bunch of different account sizes. So I try to provide them as many options as possible. Pardon the pun. No pun intended. So let's talk about oil for a moment. Oil, this is a daily chart of the USO. And you can see here that we are putting in a beautiful textbook cup with handle formation. And guess what we did last week? We broke out of this descending wedge formation, which is a very bullish setup. Now, we want to do a deeper dive here. How do we do on the week? We want to know what we're doing at the higher level. It's not enough to know what the stock or the commodity, cupcakes, whatever you're trading. What did we do from a 10,000-foot view, meaning the weekly chart, then a 20,000-foot view, meaning the monthly chart? How are we looking? So how are we looking here is really nice. On the week last week, as I mentioned earlier, we flashed a bullish key reversal bar. I still worry about these stochastics. You may be looking and saying, what's with these two squiggly lines? What that's a measure of is momentum. Momentum is kind of neither here nor there yet. It's 50-50. So we only had one up week out of the past 4. So it's going to take another week or so of upward move to drive these lines up higher. The upshot is that on a weekly chart, RSI, which is another momentum indicator, however, a little bit more sensitive to the short-term volatility or the short-term performance of your underlying, in this case, oil. So what I look at here is I want to see the trend. and the trend is up. We have higher lows. Good stuff. We found support at the neutral level at 50. Good stuff. We did a hockey stick up. We like that. So weekly chart, green light, looking really, really good here. Now, taking a look at the monthly chart, a very, very good performance. This is a great exercise in technical analysis. So what we did back here in March, is that we broke out above this fractal resistance level, but we were stopped at the 78.85 mark on the USO, and we were rejected in an effort to break out in April. So what we did is that we pulled back, meaning USO oil, pulled back to 74.25. What does that represent? It represents prior resistance. It's now support. So while we're still down on the month, all down months are not made equal. What does that mean? Well, if we were trading down at the lows of the month, right now I'm recording this on May the 18th. If this was down at the lows of the month, I'd say this is a pretty bad month. However, knowing what the daily and weekly chart look like at current, and the fact that the monthly chart is well off the lows of the month, I'm pretty excited. Even though we're down on the month, I'm pretty excited because we are armed with knowledge of what next month historically brings. What am I talking about? I'm talking about seasonality. So let's talk about seasonality for a moment. And we're using TrendSpider. If you want this functionality, automated technical analysis, seasonality charting, analyst estimates on an individual stock, unusual options activity, bots. I mean, so much here. And you can even incorporate your brokerage into Signal Stack, which ties in with TrendSpider. 35% discount code below. Use the discount code CON35. Back to the show. Okay, so seasonality, this is one of my favorite tools on TrendSpider. And you can see here that USO, let me blow this up. USO going back to 18 years. This is a lot of data. 18 years, the month of May, we're down 37%. This is the second worst month out of the year. But think about it. We're off the lows of the month. We broke out on a daily and a weekly time frame. And when we take a look at June, June is one of the better months out of the year, trading up 61% of the times. This is why I bought the July futures contracts on light sweet crude. So we have seasonality going for us. We have technicals which are improving dramatically. We just need confirmation on the monthly chart, new monthly higher highs. Ideally, we close this month up and buck the seasonality for May. That would set us up very, very nicely for June. Also, over the weekend, oil tankers struck by missile off the Yemeni coast. So I'm surprised they're still sending tankers through the Red Sea to be attacked by the Houthi rebels. They have still yet to be brought under control. So this is going to put a bid under oil prices probably on Sunday night when the futures markets open. So join us, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be leading off with that chart to see whether or not we get a bid on oil prices. If we do get a big move up higher in oil prices, I'll probably sell my existing position, reestablish on any pullback. This should probably be only a one-day blip on the chart. So we may just scalp a profit here, then re-enter on any pullback. So I may just even just close out half of the position and reestablish on a pullback. If we do get the pullback, it may not pull back. So that's why I'm saying half now. So that's the game plan moving forward. I called it on natural gas. I'm making the call now on oil. I think oil is going up higher, and inflation is just on a tear. And we're going to be talking a lot more about inflation on Sunday Night Futures Live. Join us there. Till then, have an awesome, awesome remainder of your weekend and have a profitable trading week. I'll talk to you soon. Be well.